Hello everybody, this is John with PhotoBiz, and we are going to walk through the client gallery setup on your PhotoBiz account today. And so let's jump right into it. The home screen here that you see, this is the home base for your PhotoBiz account. And if we go on the left side menu that opens up here, we have client galleries. This is where you can create your private password protected client galleries to share images with your customers. And what's really nice about this is that you can use this for proofing, you can use this for ordering, you can use this for both. Clients can mark favorites, they can leave comments, they can purchase, they can download. There's a lot of different things you can do with client galleries. And what's really nice is that you can control what options are available for your customers. So it's very scalable, whether you do in-person sales or online sales. You can use these galleries for really any sort of way that you're trying to showcase and share your images with your customers. So let's take a look at how it works. First, we access client galleries right through the dashboard. And if you haven't ever used your client galleries before, you're going to see a blank page like this. Now, you can create categories, so you can organize your event galleries through different options that you have. So if you do a couple different styles of photography, let's say weddings and portraits, you can create categories to store those client galleries within. So we'll go ahead and we'll click on the new category button. And for this one, I'm going to start with family portraits. It creates that category, and now you'll see I have the option to create another category or create my first event. So your event is what is actually going to store your client images. And if we click on the new event button, it takes us into the initial options for this client event. And what's really nice is that all of this can be changed. So you can set these, and then if you need to change the expiration date or change options in here, you can easily go in and change these after you've made it. So for the example today, I'm going to go ahead and we'll make an event name. This will be Jones Family, and you can set an expiration date. This by default will go out to 30 days from the day that you're creating the event, but you can customize this. So you can click in the area here, it'll pull up your calendar, and you can change this to whatever date you want to expire. So, for this, we'll leave it set with the 30-day expiration like we have it now, but if you do need to change it, it's easy to just click on another date, and makes it really easy to change when that expiration date is. The password section here allows you to put a password in place. So for this one, we'll just make the password a really secure one, password. Your cover page email collection section here, what this will do is this will capture email for anybody that accesses the client gallery. So what this will do is it requires them to enter an email address in order to view the photos. This is nice because this will automatically capture and store that information into the CRM that's built into your PhotoBiz account. So you can always see who's accessed the images. You can also remarket to those email addresses as well. And the last section in this first part of the options for creating your new event is where you can choose your price list. So if you're selling your images online, you'll want to choose a price list. If you're simply doing proofing and you don't actually do any online sales, you can just leave this set to none. I've already created a price list for portraits in the e-commerce walkthrough. So we're going to go ahead and we'll choose that portrait price list from our list of available price lists. And so we've got the initial settings ready for the event. Now, the next sections here control some of the other options that you have for your client gallery event. The next one here will show you your email automation options. And so you have email automation built into your client galleries. And what's really nice is that this is low touch for you. So if you are using email collection on the front page of your gallery, this will automatically put people into that workflow based on what actions they take in the event. So by default, this is going to be set to none. We have some pre-built ones. So you'll see you've got client galleries events, client galleries event and cart reminders. There's a client galleries event seniors in here. So you've got different ones. You can create your own or use our default ones. For the example today, we're going to use the client gallery event and cart reminder series. So what that will do is that will send out automatic emails to people that have accessed the images based on what actions they've taken. If they've got things that they've added to their cart but they haven't completed the checkout, it'll send them a reminder based on what your time frame is. If they've got their email in there but they haven't placed their order or they haven't marked favorites, you can go in and you can configure all that in the email automation settings. By default, we're just going to use the one that's on here, and we'll go into the next section which covers your downloads. So you have an option here to allow free downloads. For this, we're going to put no, but you can allow free downloads from your client galleries with either yes, meaning that anybody can download it that accesses the gallery, or yes with a code where there's a password that is required to do a digital download. For this sample, we're going to do paid downloads. So we're going to leave this allow free downloads set to no. You can also control the download resolution on your free downloads. You can do web resolution, high resolution, or our optional original file resolution, depending on whether or not you're offering the free downloads. And then finally, the last section in creating your new event for your client galleries is what you want actually to allow and display within the event itself. So you can choose whether or not you want to allow favorites, which means that your clients can mark favorites in their client gallery. Allow sharing, which will allow clients, they'll give out clients the option to have a share icon in their client gallery to share a link out to the event itself on different places. It can be social media, it can be email, a couple other options in there. You can also turn that off. So if you select no, that will disable a sharing option from the event itself. You can allow comments, yes or no. And this will allow your customers, if you have this turned on, will allow your customers to leave comments on individual images. Then you have some other options here. You can display the magnifier tool. You have the magnifier option built right into the client proofing and allow clients to use that magnifier tool to take a closer look at their images. You can choose whether or not you want to display your watermark, and I'll show you the watermark options here a little bit later in the tutorial. You can use our default copyright symbol or upload your own custom PNG watermark if you want to display something that's branded. And finally, the last option you have here is whether or not you want to display file names for the images that are in your client gallery event. Once you've made your selection on these things, all you need to do is go down and click on the Create Event button. This is going to take you into the section of your event where you can upload your images. There's a bunch of different options you've got in here. And so you can see here you've got, by default, one gallery created. You can actually do multiple galleries within an event if you want to split things up into different galleries. You can also do a custom cover page. There's a lot that you can do with this. So let's first take a look at how you put your actual images in here, and we'll show you how to do some of the other configuration settings you can do here. So we'll do upload. And for today's sample, we're going to upload the Jones family. Very easy to upload your images. The only requirement's that they're a JPEG or PNG. And when you upload them, the uploader does all the heavy lifting for you. And so you'll see now we've got our images in here for the client gallery. By default, again, it goes into the one gallery option. If you want to do multiple galleries, you can do that. You just click the button and we can rename it. We'll call this one Gallery 2. And so we've got, two galleries of images here, and we can just let's move the mom and daughter over into their own gallery. So you've got the group shot with all the family, and then we've got mom and baby in the second gallery here. Your cover photo option or cover page options gives you some different layout options in terms of what clients will see the first time that they access their gallery. You can do a cover page layout. So by default, this is going to be set to auto. There's different layouts that you can choose from, and I'll show you where you can set the global setting for that in just a second. But if you want to do a custom one, you can click the custom option here, and you'll see you've got 9 different layouts that you could choose from for your cover photo. You can also choose whether or not you want to display your logo on the cover page. You can put in a subtitle, you can put in a button text, and these will all appear on the home page, and you can see in the thumbnails what your different layout options are. So you'll see quite a bit of options in there, and it just depends on how you want to display it. The cover image, you can choose to have no image, you could choose to do the first image in the gallery, or you can put your own custom image in here. And so you've got different options in terms of using that what you want to be the cover photo. We'll just use we'll use first image for now. And then you can choose the cover image opacity. So this is a percentage that will control how much opacity the cover image is going to have. And then you can do the focal point, which allows you to pick what part of the image you want to be front and center on that cover photo. Once you've made your selections in here, you hit Save Changes, and it'll apply your changes directly to the event itself. So very, very easy to go in and configure that layout option. Some other settings that you have inside the event here, you've got the download gallery option. This will allow you to send a link to download files directly to an email address. You can go in, put in whatever email address you want. You can separate those if you're doing it with multiple people with a comma. You choose the resolution you want those images to be downloaded in. So we'll select, let's do high, and we'll do gallery 2 on here. So we'll put in my email address, johnk@photobiz.com. We'll hit send files. This will generate an email with a link to download the images that you've selected to make available to your clients. So it's very easy to do that. If you have a client that maybe they made their purchase and didn't download their images in time before the link expired, maybe they, for whatever reason, didn't get a chance to complete their order, their link expired. You've got that option there where you can send those files directly to your client. They can download them. Though the email that goes out to the clients, the link that's available to download those files is valid for 7 days. After 7 days, the system's going to disable that link automatically. So this gives you a way to resend that to clients if need be. You can control the music in your client galleries. You click on the music icon here. This is going to take you into the music settings. You could do up to 3 tracks. You could choose whether or not you want to autoplay the music in the gallery. You have our royalty-free music library in here. You can also upload your own music through the file section. Very easy to do this if you want to have music on your client gallery event. And then if you need to change any settings on the event, you just click the gear here and you'll back to the same settings we had when we initially configured this event gallery. So very easy to go in and make those changes. Once you've got your images ready for your clients to take a look at, you've got a share button here. This share button will allow clients to choose, you can choose whether you want it to require a password or not. When you share it out, you can embed this gallery in a page of your site. You can email a link out to your clients directly. You can create a blog post based on the images in this gallery. And then you can also share a link out to this gallery on Facebook, Twitter, and Pinterest. So very, very easy to get these out to your clients. It just depends on how you want to share it out to your customers. For this one, I'll just do it. I'm going to share an email to myself and we'll send it. And that's that. So that's how you create a client gallery event. And that's how you can share those images out to your clients. And so that part's really, really easy. The next section that I'll show you is your design options for client proofing and for the client galleries. So if we go into design, by default, branding is going to pre-fill based on what you have in the branding section on the left side menu over here. You can keep this if you want it to be the same as what's on your website, but if you want to do custom branding for this, you could select the custom option and it'll give you the option to go in and configure any other settings you want for your branding. So if things you want on your gallery are not the same as what you want on your website branding, you can go in there and override that. Your layout options control the global settings for your cover page photos, as well as the gallery layouts within your client events. You've got the 9 different cover page layouts to choose from, and then there's 4 different layouts that you have for the images themselves. Pinboard is the most popular one because it's a great way to showcase a mix of both portrait-oriented images as well as landscape-oriented images. But at the end of the day, you can choose which one of these makes the most sense for you. I like the pinboard because it doesn't make any photos look weird with the crop or anything. Themes are what controls the way that your icons, buttons, and such display. You can add different themes here. And you'll see you've got different ones to choose from. And so if you see one that catches your eye, very easy to select it and then add it. And this will apply these different layout options and themes to your client galleries. Keep in mind this is a global setting, so everybody that has an event in your client galleries are going to show this same thing. It's going to be consistent across the board. And the last section here is custom CSS and JavaScript section. So if you have any custom CSS or custom Java that you want to use in your client galleries, very, very easy to do that here. Most clients I don't see put much stuff in here, but this is available if you're an advanced user and you've got some things you want to do. The next section in client galleries is going to be your settings. And here's where you can add things like additional menu items to your client event galleries. You can also add a watermark here. So you could choose the visibility, and it's a percentage ranging from 0 to 100%. You can also choose where you want that watermark to display in. So you could choose if you want it to be in the large view only or large view and grid view. And then if you don't want to use our default copyright symbol, you want to use your own custom watermark, you can upload it here. The requirement, as you see, is that it's a PNG file, and the maximum image dimensions are 3,000 pixels wide by 1,730 pixels tall. I recommend, if you're going to upload your own custom watermark, make sure that it's that size exactly. That's going to give you the best results. But for this, I'm going to use the default copyright symbol, and you make save changes here. That will go ahead and that'll apply anything that we've done. So now let's take a look at what clients see when they access their event. I'm going to click on the Events tab here. We're going to go back to our event that we set up called the Jones Family. And I'm going to click right here on this preview link just because it's easy. And you'll see here, we've got our email address collection turned on. So we'll use johnk@photobiz.com. And when I open it up, you'll see I've got my copyright symbol here. I've got the ability to mark favorites. I've got the ability to order. Our different galleries are set up. So we've got mom and baby. We've got the family shots. They're all together. You can click and tap on these images to see the bigger view. And you'll see down here we can mark favorites. Here is the magnifier tool. We can do a side-by-side comparison of images, which is really nice. The sharing option you'll see here allows you to share out a link on Facebook, Twitter, and Pinterest, or send an email out to family and friends with an invitation to come view the photos. You can leave comments on this. Love this shot. Can we please retouch this image? And you can send it. And that goes directly to you. So when your client goes and they leave a comment, it's going to come directly into your inbox. And the last section here is the shopping cart option. So this is where your clients will see any prints, digital downloads, packages, or products you've made available on their price list. It's very easy to purchase prints. You can go in, you just click the size you want. For digitals, same thing. You can click and tap what size you want to purchase. Packages. You can sell flex and fixed packages. You can sell digital packages on here. You can even sell the whole event. So your customers will see what you've made available based on the event itself. So for this one, we'll pick full event download. We'll add it to the cart. And the last thing is products. So your clients will see any products that have been added to the shopping cart. And it makes it really, really easy to go in and order whatever you've made available to people. And so that's how the e-commerce is going to work for clients. We make it really, really easy. And we'll view our cart. We can see everything that we've gotten here. So once we're ready to check out, we've got our subtotal. We click checkout. It's a pretty standard checkout form here. And I'm going to go ahead and I'll fill in the stuff for PhotoBiz. You'll see we've got our shipping method here. So we can do free in studio pickup or ship through the post office. So we'll choose the free in studio pickup and save ourselves the money. And then we get to our merchant options. So for this one, I've got PayPal and I've got a pay in person offline payment option. This allows customers to go on and actually purchase their images, and then they can pay right through right through your shop. So very easy to go in and make payments. Clients to be able to go in and order. And then what's really nice about all this is that you can go into your account and you can always check activity to see who's purchased what action they've taken in the account. So we see we've got our favorites, we've got our comments. I haven't downloaded anything, so I don't have any single or bulk downloads. And then you can see what I've got in my shopping cart as well. So the activity report gives you a lot of information there. And that's how the client event galleries work. It's really is a very straightforward tool. It allows you to easily showcase your work and share stuff out with your clients. And yeah, so that's how it all works. And as you're working through this, if you run into anything you're not sure about, that you have questions on, give us a call, send us a live chat. In your PhotoBiz account, you've got the, obviously you can call us, but down here on the lower right side, you've got the live chat icon, you've got the PhotoBiz Assistant option here. So there's a lot of access you have, a lot of resources you have. And as you're working through this, if you need help with any of it, just give us a call. We're always happy to help you out. I hope that you found this guide to be useful, and I hope that you have a great day. Thank you.